Now, you know, with a CT scan, it's like going through a meat slicer.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get that big. Why can't I? All right, now here, this is your nasal septum. This is like taking cuts from top to bottom. Let's, here you're way at the top of your head,
Mm-hmm.
and as we're coming down, these should be filled with black. The air-filled chambers are going to be black.
Mm-hmm.
The bone cuts off the X-ray, so it turns white. It's a negative you're seeing here.
Mm-hmm.
As you're coming down, you're beginning to see your eyes now. Here is the air in your nasal passage,
Mm-hmm.
and we're seeing cuts through your eye. Now this is the little sinuses between your eyes and the nasal passage, those ethmoids. See?
Mhm.
And those are cloudy. Something's in there. They may very well have some polyps there. Here's the one way at the back that does not connect. Well, that's not true either. That's still your ethmoids. This is the one at the back called the sphenoid, and that's full on the left side, but the right side seems to be open.
Hmm.
Now, here you are on your right side. See, these sinuses under your eyes are completely filled, and that may very well be a polyp in that middle, under the turbinate. Here is the turbinate on your left side. Here it is on the right. We'll go up and down over a time or two so that you can see how it. There's turbinate coming in there. That's the second lower one. You see your nasal passage here in the front's clear. That's what I'm seeing when I look back there.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Now we're going into your mouth. Let's go to the ones where you're looking from front to back. Now here's way at the front. Here you can see your forehead.
Mm-hmm.
As we go back, here is your frontal sinuses, and those should be filled with air, but they're blocked.
Mm-hmm.
They're full of mucus or pus. Here's the sinus under your eye, and just the beginning of it, you can see that they're clouded and full. Now as we get back, here are these frontals, and see how much fluid there is?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're getting way back here. Here is between your eye and your nasal passage, and it's cloudy. This is under your eye. These are your turbinates. Those are normal. As we go back, this should be filled with air, should be black.
Mm-hmm.
Instead it's cloudy. As we get back here, this is where the sinus should be draining into your nose. And it looks like it may be okay here on this side. The other side, we haven't quite gotten to that point yet. But look, it's not draining. There's something blocking it. I'll bet you that's a big polyp that we're not seeing here in the office. As we go back, you can see how full these sinuses are. Sometimes your polyps will shrink down just with cortisone, but you've been on plenty of cortisone and it's not doing much.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're back at the end of your nasal passage. Those are those top turbinates that you can see there, and they're okay. As we get back here at the end, you can see that sphenoid sinus is full on your left side. You probably have a lot of polyps, and we're just not seeing them here in the office. And that's what's blocking your sinus and keeping you infected. I don't think you're going to get away without surgery here. As we come forward here, you can see your turbinates, and you should be getting drainage in this area where you can see the little bony partition. Yeah, those sinuses just aren't draining. So you're probably going to need an ethmoidectomy and opening of your sinuses. Come back here. You do have a little bit of a crooked cartilage, but I don't think that's causing any trouble. See your nasal septum? It's not perfectly straight, but that's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt that that's a problem. I would suggest we should get you in to see somebody like Dr. Perlstein or maybe Dr. Babiak, they're doing this surgery all the time now, and they may be able to help you with this. Those are the most striking pictures here. The ones from front to back,
Mm-hmm.
and then these from top to bottom. What they do, use a little telescope to go into the nasal passage and just remove some of these little bony partitions, clean out those ethmoid cells. Make an opening so that you get drainage from that sphenoid. All done strictly within the nose. You don't have to do any external incisions here.
Will he have to go under?
Oh, definitely. Because working that far back in your nose, it's hard to get local anesthesia, even though
Mm-hmm.
we can do the simple things that we do here in your office without doing that. But
Is it an outpatient procedure?
yeah, I usually go home the same day. Come in the morning of the procedure, go home the same day.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think we've gone as far as we can with what we've done here. I think you're going to probably just need to go ahead and
Who does that? The Southwood Imaging in the hospital back there, or what?
you can get that with Dr. Babiak or Dr. Pearlstein, Dr. Potesta. They're doing this all the time. There's a young woman up in Warren, Dr. Farmer. She's also does good sinus surgery. But yeah, I think you're probably going to need to have. Yeah, now you're Youngstown oriented. I had in the back of my mind that you were also from Cleveland. Is that right?
No,
Uh,
we're from Greece.
pardon?
We go back to Greece.
You're going back to Greece. Well, I think
July.
before you go to Greece, you may need to get this done.
But
Mhm.
he's in close to Boardman, like East Palestine or Camel.
Yeah.
So
Why
Youngstown
don't we get you
area.
over to see one of the fellows over in Fifth Avenue Otolaryngology, they call it. It's Dr. Babiak, Pearlstein, or Potesta. Any of those three fellows are competent to do this. Pearlstein's doing a lot of these now. I would suggest maybe Dr. Pearlstein. Maybe all he has to do is take out some polyps just to open things up.
Okay.
Simple ethmoidectomy, take some polyps. And maybe the way. When are you going back to Greece?
July 5th.
So we're talking about May and June. Yeah, that should give you enough time. Why don't you let me get a referral over to Dr. Pearlstein and see if he can't see you shortly, and
Okay.
certainly we can do what we're doing here for you, but I think we've just about gone as far as we're. If you're going to get better, you should have gotten better by now.
Mm-hmm.
What is the prognosis? What are the symptoms? How does it look like? The surgery before, after?
Just getting it opened up and get it so that it clears up, why it should dry you right up. Polyps can come back. That's a problem with polyps.
Mm-hmm.
But as I look there at these films more and check it with your nose, it looks to me like that's what your basic problem is. I think that's the reason you haven't been able to get you better with this. You've got some small polyps that are just in the ethmoids, in that area where they drain into your nose between the turbinates.
Is there
Okay.
any pain or is there any?
Oh, there's discomfort with it, but it's not the same kind of a pain that you'd have if they did a
Open.
gallbladder or opened your chest, and every time you take a deep breath, you have pain. You have to have some packing in there temporarily. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we gotta
Why
make
don't
it
you let me
happen.
make a referral letter to him,
Sure.
and then actually all you have to do is call our office and tell them that you need an appointment. It's Fifth Avenue Otolaryngology. Babiak, Pearlstein. I would suggest maybe Dr. Pearlstein would. Richard Pearlstein.
Okay. Would you be able to call him and tell him what you've seen?
Sure. In fact, what I'll do is let you take these with you,
Okay.
and I'll send him a copy of our note because he's going to want to know what the cultures show.
Perfect.
Fifth Avenue Otolaryngology. They're over on Glenwood Boulevard. In fact, it's about a stone's throw from here. That would probably be the best. I will get that culture cooking for you. I think you need to stay with your antibiotics.
Okay.
I don't want you to stop too soon. You're getting the Keflex 3 times a day.
Think the steroids are doing any good?
They're keeping it down, but it doesn't look like it's getting rid of it completely. Yeah, stay with your steroids too. 3 times a day.
Steroids 1-3 times a day? It said on the
Your
bottom.
Keflex.
Oh, Keflex.
Yeah, your Keflex. No, just the steroids. What are you taking? Do one a day now?
One a day.
Stay right
One every
with
other
that.
day, sorry.
Well, that should be fine. Just stay with that level. How much of that do you have left? Enough for 10 days or 2 weeks?
7, which is enough.
That's enough for 2 weeks. Yeah, that should get you into their office. All right. This is a. Are you doing the irrigations?
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah,
Stay
usually.
right with that.
12 days.
Stay right with that. 29th. All right, my friend. We certainly can see you to do this, the simple treatment that you've had here again, if there's any delay in getting it treated over there. But the important thing is to get you straightened around so that you're